And good evening, both baseball fans and cookie runners. This is SoundFX09 here, and tonight is going to be the most ambitious stream I've ever done. Tonight we will be streaming not only Cookie Run Kingdom and a continuation of the Timeline of Fate story. We will also be following along with tonight's matchup between two National League juggernauts. We have the two-time World Series defending champion Los Angeles Dodgers and your 2026 Atlanta Braves. The game is coming to you from Dodger Stadium in beautiful LA, but I am here at home, at the home of the Masters, Augusta, Georgia, giving you guys a very unique experience, one that will either soar or flop. And so it's an honor for me to be able to play a game I'm very passionate about in Cookie Run Kingdom, while also watching a sport I'm passionate about, the sport of baseball. So it's an honor, whoever is watching currently or will be watching afterwards. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream, and I'm honestly a nervous wreck because this is the overlay I ended up choosing for tonight's stream, and I spent quite a bit trying to get this set up. So we're going to have the chat on the top left, Cookie Run Kingdom will be on the bottom left, and MLB.com's Game Day will give us live pitches and the current at-bat and score as we go through this game. So first pitch is just a short drive away, about 15 minutes. First pitch is supposed to be 10:15 Eastern, 7:15 Eastern or Pacific from the beautiful Bay of Los Angeles. But meanwhile, we're approaching 10 o'clock. It's good to have you here tonight, Tom. Appreciate you coming. Hopefully we get more people as we go along. If not, hey, we at least gave it a shot tonight. So without further ado, I'd say let's get started with Cookie Run Kingdom. Just a quick disclaimer though, if we finish the timeline story of Act 1 before the game concludes, we'll try to think of some ways to keep the stream going. I don't want to turn this into a one-sided stream after just doing the story. So we'll have to see how this all goes. But if the game somehow finishes, aka the Dodgers game finishes before our Cookie Run Kingdom adventures do, then I'd be really surprised because we made a lot of progress last night. We found out Shadow Milk's intentions to create a new storyline, and most importantly, try to ascend himself to godhood. And you know how I think about that. So it's a mess. It's a major mess in the Cookie Run universe. This timeline is in danger of being destroyed, and now Ginger Brave and crew are the only ones standing in the way between maintaining the core timeline and a new, darker timeline taking over. Meanwhile, with the MLB game tonight, we've got Dodgers and Braves again pitching tonight. For the Dodgers, we have Sheehan for the Dodgers, being opposed by Chris Sale for the Braves. They will soon be throwing out the first pitch in about 15 minutes, but we will go ahead and get started with our adventures in the Cookie Run universe right now. This honestly, I throughout today, I was kind of questioning if I was being way too overambitious with this, but now that we're underway, it's like, okay, let's just let things happen as it goes, and we got to do all. But of course, we always got to do the boring stuff while we keep eyes on the Braves. Okay, so yeah, that should do it there. Okay. So just to think about tonight's game between the Braves and the Dodgers, these are the two best teams in the major leagues right now. I believe the Braves are 26-12. The Dodgers are 23-14. Both teams lead their respective divisions. The Braves lead the National League East. The Dodgers lead the National League West. And this is a battle, and this battle also has a lot at stake. As we look at their records, again, 26-12 for the Braves, 23-14 for the Dodgers. Both teams are shockingly identical. Both teams have 5 runs per game. Both have hit over 50 home runs. Both have averages around 270, and even starting pitching ERA is about 3. So you cannot ask for a more evenly made matchup in the majors than tonight's matchup. On the mound tonight for the Braves, again, Chris Sale, who has been on fire in his last 4 starts. 4-0, ERA of 1. He has 33 strikeouts in 26 innings. Opposing him for the Dodgers is Emmett Sheehan. I think it's Sheehan. I'm probably butchering his pronunciation. But one of the big interesting things about him is that his pitch variety, he's got 3 pitches, a fastball, breaking ball, and off speed. But his fastball has been very hittable, whereas everything else hasn't. So I'm interested to see what Sheehan can do, how far he can go, and what kind of pitcher what kind of game we're going to get tonight. Because right now, on paper, this game has the markings of being an absolute pitcher's duel. This game could be over in like 2-3 hours flat, but we will see with time. With that, I've already got the balloon dock on its way. That's going to take 4.5 hours to complete. I mean, last night we actually managed to make the balloon depart and then end the stream with it returning. That's how long last night's stream was. We actually made it through almost 5 hours, which I could not believe 5 hours went by last night. And it's one of the reasons why, I already did this. Whoops. All right. Well, I may as well do the individual ones, and then we'll keep rolling. There we go. Okay. All right, so I gotta do the boring stuff first, but let's just say as a Braves fan, this series feels way different than it was last year. Last year, the Braves had started the season 0-3. They were not looking good at all. They just had Profar get suspended for his first violation, and then the team got utterly bulldozed by the Dodgers in 3 games. We got swept, which culminated in a walk-off loss, and we started the season 0-7, and that was a tailspin the Braves really could not get out of after that happened. You know, we had taken on a team we had lost to in a wild card the year prior, got swept out of San Diego. Then we took on the Dodgers, who won the World Series and then won it again last year. And what do you know? We just get absolutely steamrolled. So it just feels like a completely different season now. Like, we're only 1 year apart from how bad 2025 is, and this does not feel like the same team. The Braves have the best record in the majors. There's not just the National League, but in the majors, and we're doing this despite coming off a series loss to the Mariners in which it was a really good series. The Mariners had the better pitching, better execution. It was evenly matched, but I felt like the Mariners just executed better when it mattered, and you can't deny that, given what the Mariners are capable of. Last year, the Mariners made the ALCS before getting eliminated in 7 games by the Toronto Blue Jays. I know for a lot of Mariners fans, they really had wanted to be in that World Series, but leave it to a demon of the past to represent itself and deny them that opportunity. All right, Tom, I do appreciate you at least coming. We'll keep the stream running, and if I get anybody else, we'll just go from there, but I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming. Whenever you come back, hey, I'll still be here, or hopefully throughout the night until this game tonight concludes. Okay, so let's focus on trying to get everything resituated. Okay, what do I want to do? Well, I guess I can do these because I'm so low on that. It's not even funny. And I'm laughing. Oh boy. Okay, let me do this, just make sure we have everything. It's alright. I mean, you can always watch the stream later and see what you missed, but I do appreciate you coming by. So yeah, I'm more than excited for this series. It's a grand chance for the Braves to prove that, you know, last year was last year. This is a brand new year, brand new opportunity, and this Braves team is not afraid of the World Series champion Dodgers. Obsidian, you actually came tonight. Good to have you tonight, man. This is it's going to be a very ambitious stream tonight. Probably the most ambitious one I've ever done, considering we're combining Cookie Run Kingdom and Braves baseball, MLB baseball, into one stream. Something I'm not sure if anyone's tried to do, but we're going to do it tonight. We're going to see how it goes, and we'll see if this ends up being a train wreck or a masterpiece. So hopefully you'll stay around and we can make something special out of it. So I gotta finish up this, by the way. I'm getting so distracted by the game. I have the game here on my second screen, but I can't show it. And then we've got MLB Game Day with the gameplay of CRK on the side. So let's see. I am low on Toffee Jam, so we may as well go with that. Alright, so that takes care of that. I didn't do much of anything today on CRK, I guess. So let's get that all started. Okay. 208. Okay, I don't have much of that. I don't have much of that either. Okay. Alright, so let's see. I didn't even do the harbor. Yeah, I'm pretty far ahead of it, but I could probably at least finish chapter 1 and then maybe show like the very very beginning of it. Okay, yeah. Okay, get these loaded. And also, Obsidian, I hope you don't mind the MLB coverage. I'm going to try to focus on both Cookie Run Kingdom the game and the MLB game. So if I end up like changing like my commentary out of nowhere, like I'm talking about the game, you know, Cookie Run Kingdom, and all of a sudden I like start talking about the baseball game. That's going to happen. This is just going to be something I'm trying out for the heck of it. So I just hope you guys all enjoy. But yeah, we're live. We're going to try and commentate a baseball game, I guess, while also playing Cookie Run Kingdom. The most ambitious, it's probably going to be ambitious but rubbish, but hey, let's go for it. All right, so I need to do the Seaside Market because... So again, the lineup for the Braves is Baldwin, Albies, Olsen, Harris. Oh, it went by so quickly. Let's see if I can get us over to the box. Let's see. Yep. Okay, I can at least do that. First pitch is thrown by Sheeman. We're already underway from Dodger Stadium with a swing and a miss from Baldwin. Strike one. Sheeman's got a 2-1 record on the year. I believe his ERA is 5. 0-1 pitch is inside, ball one. So for the Braves, it's Baldwin, Albies, Olsen, Harris, Dubon, Smith, Riley, Yastrzemski, and Jarvis. 1-1 is swung on and hit the opposite way to left, but that will drift foul and be bounced into the netting. So 1-2 on Drake Baldwin. And on the mound again is Sheehan for the Emmett Sheehan for the Dodgers. Again, 2-1, ERA of 5.23. If we look at his game logs, he's actually pitched 6 games. He has wins against the Nationals and Rangers. He is coming off a loss against the Cardinals, in which he couldn't quite finish the 5th, gave up 4 runs on 8 hits, struck out 8. 1-2 is popped foul back. We will do it again, 1-2. But Sheehan, 6th round pick by the Dodgers in 2021 out of Boston College. Okay, we'll try to keep that up. 1-2 is grounded right off the shin of Baldwin. It's in fair territory. He will, Freeman will take it and toss to Sheeman for the out. Baldwin, let's see. Okay, no, that's foul. Okay, it did hit his foot. I had to check the replay. So that's going to be a foul ball, and we'll do it again. That's a painful way to hit a foul ball. So we'll do it again. I honestly thought that just hit the turf foul, but no. That hit his toe. Unfortunately, no, I did not, as Baldwin cuts on and miss. Very good four-seamer up and away. Baldwin's retired, first out of the game. Let's see, the Dodgers defense set up tonight. We've got Teoscar Hernandez in left, Pajes center, Muncy, Rojas, Espinal, and Freeman third to first, and catcher Will Smith behind the plate. Out in right field would be Kyle Tucker. It's going to bring up Ozzie. He swings at the first pitch and skies that one foul. And so quickly 0-1. I need to focus on the game, on the Cookie Run Kingdom. No, I hadn't gotten around to watching the 10-sit beer night riot, unfortunately. Sorry. Okay, let's see. 0-1 is way upstairs. Ball 1 to Ozzie. Turn off the captions for now since we really won't need them. Sheehan's 1-1. Ooh, really good curveball. Goes right back into the zone for strike 2. Blake Snell there in the Dodgers dugout. He's actually supposed to be going tomorrow. 1-2 is poked into right center. That is heading right into the glove of the center fielder Pajes. It floated up too much, and we are 2 down here in the top of the first. That looked really good off the bat. I didn't realize it was floating. And so that'll bring up Olsen. Just kind of buy everything at this point here. Olsen, 301 on the year, 13 home runs so far. And he takes a pitch way high for ball 1. it's going to be... All right, so that takes care of that. I saw Sugar Swan look at me for a second. Do we have the mine? No, we don't need to do anything in the mines. We won't need... Okay, that's not much. Okay, we've already done that, so we could just move on to doing the Monster Menace objectives. So let's do that. 1-1 to count on Olsen. Shihan's 13th pitch of the inning is way inside. 1-2 to count. All right, let's get this rolling here. Olsen high in the air to left, but it will stay in the infield and be caught by Max Muncy, and Shihan has a 1-2-3 top of the first.
One step closer to the end.
All right, so with us going to break, we will try and keep going with That's good to hear. One thing you will have to kind of accept is that when you start out, you'll have to prioritize getting new cookies right off the bat. So
Such strength in a single
kind of can't hear myself over the game right now for some reason. Last night I had no problem hearing the game and Cookie Run Kingdom and all that, but not so much tonight for some reason. I think I got to do it one more time. I can't even count how many times I... Okay, well, they still went down. All right.
Now it's time to rejoice.
Okay, that takes care of Chapter 3. Next one is Chapter 6, The Wings of Eternity. Okay. We got to do this part, though, before we move on to the timeline. Okay, wipe them all out. All right, bottom of the first about to get underway, and on the mound for the Braves is Chris Sale, who has been on fire to start the season. 6-1 ERA, just about 2, 49 strikeouts to 12 walks. Opponents are hitting 179 against him, and who walks up to the plate first? Why, it's Shohei Ohtani. The man, the myth, the legend himself of this Dodgers franchise right now. He leads it off, and that's a ball below the knees, so 1-1 to Ohtani. Ohtani 248 on the year. And the Dodgers have elected this year to not let him both pitch and hit. So he either hits or he pitches. Beautiful four-seamer out of half. 98 miles an hour, 1-2 to count on Ohtani. Ohtani will call for time. Ohtani has 6 homers on the year, 15 RBIs. OPS over 800. 1-2. Brilliantly painted for strike 3. Down goes Ohtani, the first out of the inning for the Dodgers.
The sweetest victory.
I mean, you cannot ask for a better fastball outer half than that. That is brilliantly painted by Sale. So 1 away for the Dodgers. Sale getting ready now for Will Smith, and he takes a slider right inside strike 1. You know, when it comes to the Dodgers and Dodger Stadium, it's going to be a full house for them. 0-1 pitch, misses way high with that fastball. Oh, it's 14-15. I got to face Venom, though. Oh, I don't have the team that I need. Okay. 1-1 to Smith. Big swing and a miss. That fastball outer half he could not catch up to, and it's 1-2. I'll have to switch to normal because I don't think I have the team I'm supposed to be using for this fight. I didn't realize it was 14-15. This event is over. We're playing through the story still. Yes, I don't believe you're completely locked out of the story. As Will Smith goes down looking as well. Fastball right down Broadway, and he couldn't make himself swing. I gotta focus here. Can't really look at the game. Oh, the baseball game. Okay, there we go. Ground ball, easy hit. Pitch and throw to Olsen, and that retires the side. So Chris Sale with a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. We're through one, no score. Okay, gotta do Venom Doe one more time. Yeah, I believe so. I don't think you're locked out of the story once you complete it. I think the only thing that happens is if you want to watch the cutscenes, you might have to go to like the records tower. There we go.
I do not expect forgiveness.
All right, so that completes the Monster Menace part. We need to do the Crispia part before we continue with the Timeline of Fate. I mean, I think I know why you're asking that, though, because I didn't realize this until later. When the K-pop Demon Hunters update ended, the Huntrix story actually got removed from the game, believe it or not. If I might demonstrate this, but if you go to the alternate story section of the game, you won't see the Huntrix in Dark Cacao Kingdom story anymore. It was exclusive to that update, which is very surprising. Okay, first pitch to Michael Harris is swung on, popped up behind home plate, but it goes out of play, so Harris is just down 0-1 on the count. I gotta break this mouse cursor here. All right. 0-1 pitch is cut on and missed. Really good changeup that just dropped out of the strike zone against Harris. And once again, Harris quickly down 0-2 on the count. O2 pitch, spiked into the dirt for ball one. Okay, that takes care of that.
Are you in pain? Pain passes.
That misses for ball two, slider down. Still a good slider. I mean, last year Harris probably swings at that. Two-two pitch is swung on, driven into right field. That's a base hit for Money Mike. So first hit of the game goes to the Braves. Harris gets a good swing on it, drives it to right, and he's aboard, and Freddie Freeman's waiting for him there. Semi-flat breaker. Harris able to get contact and drive that into right. That will bring up Mauricio Dubon. Yeah, Dubon's batting stance. Check swing foul by Dubon. Quickly 0-1. Okay, let's see. So yeah, if we go to special episodes, the Huntrick story is no longer here. It would have been right here on the top left where Flower City is now. That's gone. It was only exclusive to the K-pop Demon Hunters update as Dubon swings and misses at a fastball upstairs, 0-2. Because I honestly thought they would keep it. Oh, welcome tonight. What server are you in? This is Dark Cacao server. As Dubon swings, flares it to right. The right fielder will not be able to get it. It hits the net and goes foul. Tucker, I don't think he lost it. It just ended up in the net, and we'll do it again, 0-2 to count. Okay, well, the other thing I need to do is the bounties. Trying to do all the boring stuff before we get to the main bread and butter, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I need to refresh this. Dubon takes a slider way down, ball 1. That seems like a waste of a story, and hello. But yeah, hello, Shayatem, is that right? It's good to have you aboard tonight, though. Dubon swings, drives it down the left field line, but it hooks foul. Dang, that was ripped. 1-2 to count again. But it's good to have you around tonight. This is probably the most ambitious stream I'm doing, and right now I'm kind of fumbling over myself. But it's good to have you guys here tonight. I'll try to keep things rolling as we go along.
One step closer to the end.
1-2. That is fouled way in front of that curve ball that just went right back into the zone.
Your life powder will serve me well.
All right, that gets us into master territory. I'm going to remove this. Move that. I will not tolerate that anywhere. So yeah, if I see someone advertising anything, it's auto removed. Okay, Dubon. 2-2 to count. Let's see, what? I think we could probably do this one. 2-2 pitches, cut on and missed. Really good slider away. No chance for Dubon to get that. First out of the inning for the Braves. Yeah, that's a good mindset to have, Obsidian. I mean, I'm not expecting much out of this stream, but it's kind of one of those let's go for it streams, you know? I just noticed this guy's name. Mac and Cheese Duo.
In a single feather.
I love me some mac and cheese as Dom Smith hits it down the right line to right, fair. Into the corner it goes. Harris around third. Will he get the green light? No, he will not. He stops at third. It's a double for Dom Smith, and the Braves have a threat in the second. Second and third with 1 out. Yeah, off the front end of the bat, and he's able to just knead it through the right side past Freeman. I'm surprised that stayed fair. Wow. So Braves now have a threat going here. So that's going to bring up a cold hitting Austin Riley, and he looks at strike 1, slider up. Okay, so I think that takes care of the primary stuff we need to do. Just need to make sure. Yeah, okay, that takes care of all the daily missions. All right. 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-1 to count. Okay, so let's now get 2. All right. Let's get back to the timeline. Line drive into left field, a base hit. Harris scores, and the Braves are on the board first in Los Angeles. It is 1-0 Braves. That is really good to see for Austin Riley. Line shot right past the second and third baseman. Like, that is really, really good to see. Almost hit Dom Smith by accident, too. Dom not able to come home on that because the ball was hit almost practically at him. Quick update on drawing my favorite game in this art style. I'm not too sure which armor I should do. What armors are you going for? Or at least the ones that you have on mind. And that's going to bring up Mike Yastrzemski. So first and third, 1 out. The double play is in play for the Dodgers. They can minimize the damage to just 1 run here. That is popped foul. That'll be out of play. 0-2 to count on Yastrzemski. All right, so this is where we left off last night. Mainly just because I ran out of stamina jellies. But I've gotten ourselves pretty much recharged up. I'm going to try to stay quiet through these story points, but if something happens on the Braves side, you'll be sure to let me known, as that is a called strike on Yastrzemski, inner half. Yastrzemski thought it was outside, no ABS challenge, and 2 away. That is brilliantly placed by Xian there. All right. Let's see what the story has on hand as Jim Jarvis comes to the plate for the Braves. Almost the same pitch in the same spot for strike 1. All right. Gonna try and focus on this. All right, here we go.
The farther in the future we go, the more unstable this timeline becomes.
Remember, disaster-grade incidents are especially dangerous. Stay alert at all times.
At least, the barrier does get weaker as we go?
That is true.
Let's keep going. The barrier seems much weaker here. Panda Campagna Cookie, what do you think? Can you breach it?
We won't know until we try. Interesting. The barrier was so weak it barely took any effort to break it. We should be able to infiltrate the timeline from here.
All right.
That's more like it.
Great. Time to go in. Get back in the time craft, Panda Campagna Cookie. What in the temporal space? This place is positively unbearable.
Oh boy.
I knew it was bad news. What could have happened here?
Why don't we look around and see what's going on?
Fine, but let's make it quick.
All right, as we're taking a look at this, it looks like the Dodgers got out of the inning by striking out Jim Jarvis. Yep, struck him out on a changeup down.
All right. My sensor is picking up high levels of entropic energy in that direction. Let's fly over there.
I was thinking of drawing either my favorite and current armor or the standard armor.
This place looks too dangerous. The earth bread is all dried up, radiating entropy. And that strange barrier enveloping the entire branch.
Who could have caused this bifurcation? And how?
I don't know, but one thing is for sure. We can't prune this branch with conventional means. It won't be easy to locate the time criminal from here. Let's,
Uh-oh.
What's that? The whole place is shaking!
The entropy level is rising, and fast. Something big and bad is coming our way.
Okay, so they find it to be desolate, but a threat is approaching. Alright, here we go.
What's that? The whole place is shaking.
The entropy level is rising, and fast. Something big and bad is coming our way. We can't stay here. Croissant Cookie, we must go back.
Oh, we have to find out what's going on.
No, the risk is too great. We'll have another chance.
What was that sound?
Croissant Cookie! Croissant Cookie, turn back!
Panda Campagna Cookie. Over there.
What?
The void cocoon. Devoid of apathy. Oh no. He didn't just... He turned the beast into literal monsters. We saw that with Silent Salt, and now he's done it with even Mystic Flower.
That's the source of entropy.
I've seen things that make your dough curl. But what is that? Croissant Cookie, we must leave. Now!
Okay. Turning back now.
Yep.
Stay put. Going at full velocity.
Ooh.
What was that?
The monster is attacking our timecraft!
Right engine down. Redirecting power to backup engine. Ah! There.
Hit again.
That creature is holding the timecraft with its tendrils.
Crumbs! Can you shake it off?
Sub-engines to full power.
Looks like Hernandez just got aboard.
There. Its hold is weakening. I'll activate the temporal barrier to set us free. Huh?
Oh, I just noticed it. The ash above. No, the fog of apathy.
Control wheel. It's turning into dust.
Croissant Cookie, we're losing altitude!
I can't control the timecraft. The only option is emergency landing. Panda Campagna Cookie, brace for impact.
Ooh.
Panda Campagna Cookie, you all right?
That's a crash landing.
I'm fine. You?
I am, but timecraft is beyond repair. A monster is coming our way.
Ah, my head! What is this? The monster? My mind is turning blank.
The fog of apathy.
All is
Ooh.
meaningless. What was I?
Panda Campagna Cookie, snap out of it!
All is futile.
No! Wake up! Panda Campagna Cookie!
Huh? What?
Are you with me, you stale grump? Now's not the time to lose your mind. Right now, we need to run!
But how? Our timecraft has crashed.
That's right. But I have this. Let's go.
Oh, the
Or
time
the
manipulator.
Time manipulator. But how? Their very production was banned. The risks of such devices getting into the wrong hands was deemed too great, so all remaining units were decommissioned too.
Some of them remained, just in case. But that's not important right now. Timekeeper Cookie. Did you actually foresee this happening? Huh? But how did you?
Hee hee.
Surely you haven't
Oh.
forgotten. You made it yourself. It will come in handy wherever and whenever you're going. Never know what might happen.
The creature is gonna find us. Turn this thing on and let's get out of here.
All right, hold on tight.
Will do. Now let's go.
Ready, set. Ouch!
What's wrong? Why are we still here?
The barrier, it won't let us go. The time manipulator needs more power to breach it.
Where do we get more power?
The Timecraft! We could use its accumulator to power up the device.
And that thing is still approaching.
Hurry, the monster is getting closer.
I'll start right away. Oh no! The Timecraft is turning into dust! Ooh, I can't power up the device!
Crumbs! And the monster is almost here. We can't stay. Run!
Dope. All right. Off they go.
Oh, we can't shake that thing off. It looks like Croissant Cookie can't run any further. At this rate, we're as good as crumbled.
Panda? Campagna Cookie? Why did you stop?
Keep running, Croissant Cookie. I'll lure the monster away from you.
No!
Run! You have to survive!
No way! What are you gonna do? You can't run forever!
Stop talking and go! Only you know how to use the time manipulator. You wanted to find a solution, right? Then you need to run!
No! I won't leave you here! Huh? What's going on?
Oh, farewells. Always so tragic and touching.
Oh, shit.
Oh, whose voice is that?
Looks like I have a pair of such selfless guests today.
Yep, he found them.
Welcome.
Okay. All right, before we can finish, it looks like we've got 3 branches to go through. While that happened, the Dodgers evened up the score with a double by Kyle Tucker. It's now 1-all. Muncie at the plate now. It's 2-1 to count. Braves actually challenging with the ABS on this one. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do the side path before we focus on the primary one. All right, so let's first do Land of the Void. And that pitch was swung on and missed, and down goes Muncie, and that retires the side. So Chris Sale minimizes the damage to 1 run. We are through 2. Both teams have a run. It's 1-all. Meanwhile, we're about to start up with this one. The enemies here are Land of Apathy enemies, so let's get a move on. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay. There we go.
Is that all?
All right, next one. Okay, Rising Fear. Oh, God. What the heck were those? Okay. 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 Whew. That was a little tense. But there we go. We have the next timeline key.
One step closer to the end.
Okay, that completes this branch. We'll get the chest for this one. Okay, same thing. 5 ash salt cookie soul stones and 500 of crystals rainbow cubes each. We'll head for the next branch, as Baldwin is now in a 2-1 count with Shihan. He struck out in the first. Okay, that hasn't changed. We're going to keep on rolling. Oh, God. Already in front of my face. Okay. Full count on Baldwin. Keep on rolling. Come on. There we go. Ball went down the right field line, but foul. All right, so next one. Void and apathy. All right. Yeah, not exactly that specific thing, but rather I think it's like a vessel, another being under his control and transformed into an abomination. Oh, okay. I did not expect this. Okay. Big giant spider at the end of the level. Oh, God. Okay, we took it out. That was a little scary. In a way, yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Rest now.
Okay, we got the other Ashbound Soul timeline key. That ball got fouled off of Will Smith. I hope he's all right. That did not look pleasant. So 1-1 to count. Okay, that brings us to the end of time. Wait, was there a boss at the end of it? No, okay. Alright. Last one of this area. Whoa.
The end of time, eh? How ominous. And how thoroughly inconvenient for everyone involved. I'm not really keen on venturing too far into the future, but there must be a good reason for that. If the future me has something to tell me, that ought to be quite fun for both me's.
She's actually intrigued by this?
Well then, time to go. To the end of time.
Oh, and I gotta fight, like, literally immediately. I thought it was gonna be a longer cutscene.
Serenade of sugar, sweet slumber. Serenade
Okay.
of sugar. Sweet slumber. Serenade of sugar, freedom.
Okay.
My, what could have happened here? Space-time itself is falling apart.
We didn't finish the level, I think. I'd have to double check.
Everything is constantly splitting, merging, and overlapping. How bizarre. Of course,
Monsters.
even here.
Yep. Multiverse timeline. Yep.
Ouch. Oh, that was close.
Commander of Silence. Don't tell me all of them are here.
Whoa, that's something.
It's Shadow Milk. But he's getting torn up. Holy smokes.
My, what have we done here?
Yep, that's the first time I've actually had a cutscene in the middle of the level. Oh god. Whoa.
There you are, timekeeper cookie.
Ooh. What is this?
Well. I had a hunch you'd be waiting for me here, at the end of time.
What is the meaning of this?
Yes. I had no doubts I would understand my own message. Welcome to the future.
Okay.
Now it's time to rejoice.
Alright. This is interesting. Alright. Well, it's a good thing we got that extra key to find out what the heck is going on to an extent. Okay, before we proceed, looks like the Dodgers got a 1-2-3 inning. Baldwin and Albee struck out. Olsen grounded out to the second baseman.
So, what happened here? In your future? I've never seen space-time warped so much. After the core timeline split, Shadow Milk Cookie tried to become a god, creator of a new world.
Yep.
And in my future, he succeeded.
Oh, shit. Yep. He's basically succeeded at becoming a bloody. Also, look at her staff. It looks like it's shattered in spots. Even like her hat. That's that's a really cool outfit, but it's also very darn creepy.
I tried everything. Turned time back over and over again to prevent this from happening, but the outcome never changed. The timeline grew weaker and weaker until time couldn't be turned back any longer. Precisely. Each turn created more and more branches that had to be pruned, until the remaining timeline simply had no more energy left to sustain itself.
So Shadow Milk fully intends to exhaust Timekeeper Cookie to a breaking point. Oh, God.
I see. Though it's strange.
Espinal to left field, down the line, and gonna land foul. Okay. Sail dodged one there.
You came back to the past and egged Croissant Cookie on to go and investigate the split. Why? That allowed Shadow Milk Cookie to obtain a working time manipulator from her, and thus infiltrate the core timeline. That core timeline was already too weak. No matter whether he infiltrated it or not, the outcome remained the same. Annihilation.
Why is she so... Fouled again. Bullet into the wall just beyond the dugout. Full count again for Espinal. Oh, gosh, this is already terrible. So Shadow Milk's so obsessed with creating the perfect timeline, he's basically willing to destroy other timelines for it to be accomplished.
Bringing the Soul Gem back proved to be too difficult. Each failed attempt had to be reverted.
I'm also gonna guess Timekeeper may be under his control. Well, yeah, she is probably. I mean, look, her face is cracked right there, and her eye, it's blue. Who else can make the eyes turn blue like that? Wouldn't he also expend himself? Probably, unless he had something to travel across dimensions with, which is probably why he wanted that time manipulator.
And each time, Shadow Milk Cookie tried to create new timelines.
I'm gonna bet he was trying to create his perfect timeline, and each time he kept failing over and over and over again.
The greatest show in the world needs an audience.
Drive to right center, that is off the wall. Espinal heading towards second, and he is out at second base. What a throw from right field. Wow. I cannot believe we actually did that. That Mike Yastrzemski with a bullet to second, and he just gunned down Santiago Espinal trying to stretch for a double. What a play, Yaz. His bat isn't working, but his glove sure is, and that ends the threat in the third. Or that puts one out on the third. I have to also remember that I'm also trying to call a baseball game and doing the story. This isn't...
Each one an unthinkable violation of the temporal laws. His actions only brought about more chaos.
Ooh, right back where it came from, but that goes right to the shortstop, Jarvis, and he fields it and throws it to first, and Otani's retired. Almost hit Sale in the lower leg.
Consumed by countless souls, he became more and more unstable.
Oh boy.
In the end, split and merged back together over and over again. This timeline became completely entangled in itself.
So it actually backfired. You know the saying, perfection is the enemy of good enough. I don't even think this timeline is good enough. It looks completely fucked.
There was no longer a future, only an endless space-time of chaos.
So, wait, so then if this timeline has no future, how does it take over the core timeline then? Is it just, I guess one theory we could probably make is the energy output from this new unstable timeline. So in a way, he's ripping himself apart like he's doing with the that's a good point. He's probably so obsessed with trying to create his own perfect timeline, he's lost all care for what it's doing to other timelines, including the core timeline, hence the peril of the core timeline. Exactly. Yeah, it's probably It's a cancer that keeps reproducing itself until it eventually, I guess in a way, he undoes reality itself.
The end of time!
Exactly.
Yep. That is why I tried to go back to the past to prevent this future from happening. Look at it. There's nothing fun left to do, only chaos and entropy. But to make sure this future never arrives, cookies must grow stronger on their own. Without that, time manipulation becomes a crutch. And this doomed world will buckle under it. Eventually, as it always does.
But here's the question. What crumbles first? The main timeline or this timeline? It feels like a race against the clock. Literally.
Look at Croissant Cookie. She's learned a trick or two. She might have even decided to become a director herself one day.
This makes me wish Tom was here because he would probably be able to explain more.
She really should be thankful for that.
Uh-oh.
It is time. Croissant Cookie is already changing the past. And perhaps, having witnessed the outcome firsthand, soon, you will make sure the past I knew would have never existed. Of course, this future leaves a lot to be desired.
Again, I don't get how, despite this timeline being so messed up, both timekeepers just sound like they don't care. Like, this is like a normal Monday for them.
Agreed. Soon, it will no longer have existed. Say your goodbyes while you can. After all, a future cannot be without a past. The same goes for me. Our mission and destiny, right? To ensure the flow of time continues, I must travel across temporal space to meet and witness the demise of countless copies of myself.
And yet she doesn't sound bothered by it.
To treat each passing moment with care, for who knows when it will be my own turn to become extinct. Yes, the director's burden. At times, don't you just wish you could curl up in a remote time pocket where no one will ever find you instead of saving timelines from annihilation? Sometimes, I fear that my dough and mind will fail me sooner. Actually, I've seen futures where that happened.
Jeez.
Indeed. There was even one who walked straight into a time pocket of their own accord. I've met many versions of myself, each one having reached their own end of time.
I don't know how they make it sound so nonchalant. You would think someone would go insane from that concept. I mean, I wonder if that's like the whole reason why Kronika in, is it Mortal Kombat 11, I think, does what she does. Now, I haven't played Mortal Kombat 11, but I've seen some gameplays of it where it kind of explains why Kronika... Extinct doesn't seem like the right word because they're still yous. It's just that you no longer exist. You yourself die, but nothing else. I don't think I have anything to say about that. Dubon down the left field line and... foul, I think. I think it just went left of the pole. Oh, he just missed hitting a 2-run homer. And that was a center cut pitch.
But no matter what happens, protecting the world and the core timeline, seeing the flow of time unrestricted, seeing countless futures flourish, is so much fun, isn't it? Indeed, we are like 2 peas in a pod.
Ugh.
Oh, I wish we could talk a bit longer, but there's simply no time left. There's nothing more untimely than farewells.
Indeed. Actually, that's a good point, especially in this kind of timeline. Yeah. I think I could see why a lot of people like Timekeeper Cookie. And I think, in a way, her being so nonchalant about it kind of feels refreshing. Like, I would think someone would go insane from watching their so many timelines end, and heck, even seeing their own end many times over. But for Timekeeper, it's just like another day at the office. Sometimes I wish I had that kind of energy. Dubon's still fighting. He just fouled off another pitch.
And how many times were we reminded of that relativity? Good times always fly by too fast.
I felt that quote. Oh. Especially when I go play DDR at the arcades, it just makes me wonder, how did 4 or 5 hours playing DDR World or DDR Ace 2-0 go by so darn quickly? And Dubon just swung and missed. Sheenan wins that battle. And that's 1 out here in the 4th.
That's why it's our job to make them count. Anything you wish to say before I leave? My last words, huh? Very well. How about this?
Again, I really like this outfit, but it's also kind of terrifying.
Although my moments are counted, make sure our others get to have some fun too, will you?
Make sure our others... So she knows. She knows there's other versions of herself out there that haven't met the end of time yet. And this is her way of saying, look, enjoy being the director, because you don't know when your next decision could be your last. And I think that's also kind of the scary thing, is that we know she's gonna crumble, yet she's at peace with it.
I wish I could see what turn our story takes next. Oh, how intriguing. Have no regrets, and no matter what future you see, enjoy yourself.
I don't know how you could do that in a Grim M future. It kind of sounds like something like what Kane would say from the Command & Conquer series, even though he's technically a bad guy.
Don't forget, your time belongs to you. All of it.
And don't waste it.
After all, mine was quite entertaining. I'm sure it was. Farewell! Goodbye, my other self.
Smith to right, well hit, but the ball is going to be caught at the warning track by Pahez. He just missed.
Goodbye.
Just like us, our clocks always counts. Always down, never more. Just hope that you don't mourn. I don't know if I could say about just hope you don't mourn. I feel like mourning is but a natural aspect of the pain of loss. Riley, in the air to left. That's well hit. Towards the bullpen and off the wall. He just missed as well. Harris around third. He's getting the green light, and he is going to be tagged out by a mile. Oh, my goodness, what a throw. Harris, I think, is trying to argue interference, but let's see what they do here. Whoa. They are going to review it. All right, so we're not going anywhere just yet. Let's see what the replay is going to show us here. So what are they challenging? Are they saying... I wonder if they're challenging on catcher's interference. I can't show the replay here, but let's see. Does he get the tag on before... Ooh, this is close. This might stand, though. I don't see... Oh.
All right, give it a good snip. That's how this one ends. No regrets, huh? Well, time to hit the temporal road again. What's next? Let's see. Ah, perhaps I'll pay a visit to the one behind all this mess.
And that's it. To be continued. Ashbound Soul has been cleared. I guess the question is, did he get the hand in before the tag? I mean, Smith is in position. Let's see. Yep, we did those. They're still in the middle of that review. So that's it. That's Ashbound Soul. The next chapter... Call is confirmed. The inning ends. So the Braves run themselves out of luck in the 4th inning. It remains 1-1. So yeah, they make it clear like this is far from the end now. Alright, let's see. We've got 2 of the images now. This makes me question, does this mean Shadowmilk will erase his own existence with the rest of the timelines, or is there a way to erase him and only him? That's hard to say. Okay, utility effects. Required entry tokens in have dropped by 30%, including the Wheel of Fate, along with 2,000 clockwork cogs. This is what happens when a timeline's energy weakens. Repeated rewinding of time and alteration of the future leads to this. Let's do our best to prevent this from happening to the core timeline. Does this mean Shadowmilk will always erase his own timeline with the rest of the timelines, or is there a way to erase him and only him? I feel like that might be, at least right now, the only way to stop this mess. Even now it shivers through my dough. A barren land radiating with entropy. We do have one fragment here. What was that monster truly? According to the Campagne cookie, merely looking at it felt like every memory and thought was dissolving away. I wonder if this, there might actually, be a reference here. Okay, the music is really adding to the creepy and alarming rate sense of this timeline and the fact that it sounds like a music boss trying to confront someone. Yes, it's a fusion of Timekeeper Cookie's own theme and a much more tensious theme. I remember telling Tom in a previous stream that this was probably like this song fits the literal definition of tense and terrifying. I don't know, but what I'm gonna guess right now is the Void Cocoon could be a reference to like what happened to Lot's wife when she looked back at Sodom and Gomorrah as it was being destroyed. She literally became a pillar of salt and just basically watched everything erode away in her own eyes. Can't say for certain, but I don't think there's anything else I could check. Okay, so this is the only chapter I haven't cleared, or cleared with 3 stars. Every moment in memory? But if its whole shtick is entropy, why would it care if someone tries to leave? Wouldn't it die all the same with or without its action? My guess is because Shadow Milk has absolute control over everything, it looks like. Maybe the monsters we're seeing are so obsessed with destroying everything that they just stop caring altogether. They just want to destroy everything and they don't care if it dies or not. Or it doesn't care if it's alive or not. Alright, so if I remember correctly, Act 2 is not supposed to be available for another 2 weeks. So at this point, we've reached a limit. Unless we want to try and get... Yeah, here's the time. 11 days, 22 hours. So we're still a way off from the Wheel of Fate episode. See, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right now there's only 10 other episodes so far. But just thinking about it, at least the first act, I mean, we at least know how Ash Salt Cookie came to be, because, and why we have to stop Shadow Milk now. But I think I'm gonna, oh no, Hernandez got hit with a pitch, but it looks like he's okay. That's not what you want to see. Oh, it got him in the lower leg. Did it hit the shin? Ooh, that hit flush. I hope that was the shin and not the leg itself. But it looks like Teoscar's going to be at first with 1 out. Okay, he's laughing about it. He's okay. Good, 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 good. Never want to see anyone get injured from a hit by pitch. Okay, where was I? So, I think now that we've completed Chapter 2, I do have a theory. So in case you're wondering why Shadow Milk did this, well, basically Shadow Milk finds out that not only one of the other beasts has betrayed them, he actually, the beast in question, I'm not going to reveal it because you're going to have to play the game, get to Beast Yeast, see it for yourself, but one of the beasts betray him, and he watches his master lose. Diving catch, Jim Jarvis. What a play. Holy smokes, the rookie just pulled off an amazing play at Dodger Stadium. And that ends the inning. Wow, what a diving catch, Jim Jarvis. The rookie making a statement here and to end the fourth inning. We're still knotted at 1. But basically, God, I'm trying to stay on target. Not just betrayed by someone you trust. It's a combination of things. Shadow Milk, it's gonna be so much spoilers though. You'd have to play the game, like go deep into this game to understand what happened. But I'll put it this way: he wasn't just betrayed by someone he trusted. He was abandoned by the witch. He believes he was abandoned by the witches, exploited by everyone on Earthbred for his knowledge, and became so much of a shell himself. He believes no one cares about him. Not the witches, not the other cookies, not even his other counterpart. He believes they're all playing a show on him, so he wants to be the show, be the one who takes control of everything and bring anyone else who thinks of him lessly down. And as I usually tell people, you can only be betrayed by so many people before you stop caring for them. Like, you just eventually just decide nobody's worth taking care of. And so, there is a theory I have that would also be spoilers, but there's a part of me believes that Shadow Milk is not completely in control of himself. At the end of Beast Yeast, it's revealed that he captured or took a piece of some very forbidden power, something called the Ultimate Cookie. I won't go into further details, but essentially, he takes a piece of this Ultimate Cookie, puts it in himself, and then takes the soul gems from the others. You'll learn more about the soul gems as you go along in the story. Again, I don't want to spoil a lot of things for you, Obsidian. You just have to keep going, because you're gonna reach points in the story where you're gonna have to stop and like literally think about like everything that is implied. Foul ball by Yastrzemski down the right field line. Yeah, that was an incredible catch by Jim Jarvis. Definitely worthy of the what a play by Whataburger. The forbidden fruit of what he believes to be endless power. And it corrupts him. In fact, because he gets the other soul gems, because if we play the prologue, it's revealed that the soul gems aren't missing, or the other parts of the soul gems aren't missing, but stolen. And guess what that implies? And we saw what happened with Shadow Milk. He just completely, like he's basically now the equivalent of multiple personality disorder with a shit ton of power. And out of control. Yastrzemski straightaway center. Pages back to the warning track. He pulls up just about at the warning track and makes the catch for the out. Yastrzemski with a loud out to straightaway center. That's going to bring up the rookie Jim Jarvis. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So I want to believe right now there's a part of me that thinks Shadow Milk is not fully in control of himself. It looks like it at times, but I don't think he is. Yep, absolutely. But I think we won't know truly until we get further into this story. Right back where it came from, the first major league hit for Jim Jarvis. Right back up the middle. A simple single back where it came from. Give that kid the baseball. It's heading towards the Braves dugout. Freddie Freeman's got it. That's incredible. You never forget your first. Absolute rope right back up the middle. That is beautiful to see. But yeah, he's gone so mad that he wants to have his own timeline of perfection. Enough to where he wants to invoke the witches. But he doesn't realize that in order to do so, he's basically destabilized. I think he doesn't even realize he's not just destabilizing time. He might as well be destabilizing reality itself. Another will of Iris. I can't be certain. Again, take my belief here with a grain of salt, because to me, that's just kind of what I'm seeing right now through the prologue in episode 1. This could entirely change with the next episode, which will be due in about 12 days. So, it's just something to think about. And this is what I said, why I love Cookie Run Kingdom. This story is not afraid to make you stop and think about what you're learning, what the adventure's implying, what it's trying to ask of the player. I love games that do that, and there are very few to me that actually do. You know, I feel for Ash, Salt, Cookie. I feel for the Ancients and what they're now having to deal with, and the rest of the crew. You just see how even one simple action can be a big step forward or a big step back. It's in a game with just silly cookies in a silly world that's just somehow vibrant, but also can be absolutely horrifyingly dark. And I love that. I think biggest reason why I like Cookie Run Kingdom is that it's not afraid to be incredibly vibrant, but also be incredibly ugly. And you understand why it is. I've been standing here for too long. It looks like Drake Baldwin draws a walk, and it looks like they're gonna get Shirahan here, or Sheehan here. No, it's a mound visit. They might be getting their bullpen arm ready before bringing him in. Let's see what they do. Don't care if your theory's right or wrong. I have plenty of theories for my own for another tale, but this I haven't seen a time tale like this before. Yeah. It's just, and it's something that I really, really am intrigued by. Okay, the Dodgers are going with Alex Vesia. He is warming up in the pen. Feels like it's a little early for Vesia, though. Kind of surprised by that. Okay, but yeah, again, this is just why I love Cookie Run Kingdom. It's just, this story is so well thought out. When it makes you stop and think, stop and re-examine. That's not how you know you have your audience. You have your core people that want to be behind what this game is all about. Okay. Well, since we completed episode 1, we are... How far are we into this? Almost 2 hours, and we're only to the top of the 5th inning with this Braves-Dodgers game. 0-1. Ooh, did that hit Ozzy? No, I think he just got out of the way 1-1. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's go backwards then. Let's start with 11-18. All right. Got to do this part again. The Monster Menace. Come on. My Lily Cookie's health is draining rapidly. And there's nothing I can do about it. White Lily Cookie, hang on. Okay, she did.
Fate makes no exceptions.
Which details are we looking to go over, Obsidian? I'm all ears, though. Looks like they just went to their bullpen, I think? Yes, they did. Okay, so Baldwin... So it grounds to a force out. Ozzy is at... So it's first and third, 2 outs. Braves have a chance to jump ahead here. All right. I'm all ears, Obsidian. Go ahead. On. There we go. Nope. Okay. All right, that's chapter 11-18 done. But yeah, let's go over the abominations. These abominations were his kin. I couldn't help but notice, but they seem like stages of some kind of life cycle. I think there is some sort of symbolism with those abominations. You know, you have this, but each of them are meant to be a former representation of the beast cookie they were. I think one was meant to represent Burning Spice cookie, one Silent Salt, and the other Mystic Flower cookie. But my guess is that Silent Salt transformed them into those abominations. And I'm hoping soon we'll find out in the story how exactly that happened. Ooh, it's going to be Alex Vesia versus Matt Olson, and he just took a big swing and missed at a four-seamer for strike one. If there is a time for the Braves to get ahead here, establish command of this game, it's right here. A 1, way outside, 1-1 to count. Okay, I'm going to head for chapter 10. Go from the Land of Silence back to the Garden of the deeper Garden of Delights. Okay. Okay, here we go. One. Off attempt to first. doesn't work. 2 and 1 to count.
Me, ruthless. Such high praise.
Okay, right. I got to do it one more time. Oh, that was perfect. It actually took them all out. Okay. 2-2 pitch is Sky to left. Teoscar should have that, and he does. Threat neutralized by the Dodgers. We're through 5. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th. It remains 1-1. What I noticed is that the Commander of Silence seemed to be the larval stage of this abomination. Next to Fire Centipede. And what comes next? Larva, Centipede, Cocoon, and then the Butterfly? What's the element then we're missing? So Silence, Destruction, Apathy, and Sloth? The Butterfly of Sloth? Was there something in the script? No, I don't think so. I can't really put my finger on it if I'm honest. Okay, I think that just leaves us with 1-5, yeah. Okay, can we get this final fragment, please? I've been trying to get this final fragment to complete chapter 1 and 2 for so long. Where is it now? It was 1-5. Okay, let's head to 1-5. Okay, there we go. All right, bottom 5 about to begin at Dodger Stadium. Still 1-1.
Such strength in a single feather.
I don't know. I would kind of argue he already is the abomination, considering he, like, at this point, if you look at his look, like, when he he has multiple personalities now, and he just kind of goes all over the place. Like, To short, Jarvis got it. Long throw to first, and he failed. He yeets it over Olsen. It goes into the crowd, and that's gonna give the Dodgers a needed break. Goodness grief, Jarvis. You sent that one straight towards Yuma. An absolute dart that he just sails. Oh, yeah, no way Olsen's getting that. So that's going to be a fielding failure by Jim Jarvis. And the Dodgers get a break. Good opportunity here for the Dodgers to take command of this game right here. Just sailed it. Brings up Muncy. Yeah, I noticed the eyes, but I don't think that's the final stage of this transformation. Yeah, I could see what you mean. We might not have seen, like, Shadow Milk at his most abominable yet. There is a good argument for it. I just don't know. Well, I guess at the end of Beast Chiefs, we do see a real abomination. Maybe that abomination was just the beginning. Oh, excellent slider. Throws it all the way out. Muncy goes fishing. 1 down. Oh, and I also got the 10 special cookie cutters. Good. All right. Okay, so that completes the Monster Menace, the second Monster Menace part. Espinal fouls one to the left side, 0-1. Okay, so what next to do? Arcade Arena, Kingdom Arena. We've got the guild battles. The guild battles will be kind of boring, though, unless I just skip it. He is already tearing himself apart, just like how in a cocoon, the larva dissolves itself to be reconstructed. That's right, because the cocoon itself is where the butterfly undergoes its metamorphosis? It's been a while since I've been thinking about science-y words like that. Okay, 2-1 on Espinal right now. Okay, who do I want to first next? Oh, he got the strike call there. They might ABS that. No, ABS not initialized. All right, let's see how we do here.
In the name of the light!
Ooh, I think that just kept him alive. There we go. Okay. Do I want to put that up to 2.5?
Ours is the side of the righteous.
Not just butterflies, every single insect, arthropod, arachnid goes through the same exact process. There's a reason why they're close but distant cousins. Then again, we're all cousins genetically. Fights that one off. Full count again. I want to increase it from 1.5 to 2.5 because I don't want to waste time watching these arena matches. All right, we're at Elite 4.
Not even a droplet of doubt in my dome.
Fouls it again. Okay, we've got a good at bat going here. There we go. Okay. Okay. I think we've got our team. We do have our team. We're not getting instant annihilated. Foul. Olsen. No, that landed. Or did it get caught? Let's see. What did they rule it? Does that get challenged? I thought that landed for a second. We might have to take a look. Espinal fouled it off. Let's see. We're gonna have to. Oh, what a catch, Matt Olson. Okay, he did catch it. And there's Acuna right there. Right next to Olson as he makes the play. First pitch swing, and it gets through the right side of base hit. And that's going to score the runner from second, and the Dodgers take the lead. Shohei Ohtani once again doing MVP things, and the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. Honestly, I don't blame Ohtani there. First pitch ambush. You just saw Espinal get into a deep at bat, lose it. So I don't blame him going for first pitch aggression there. And that allowed Rojas to score easily. Okay, since you told me that the ultimate cookie is off limits until I make it to that part of the story, I have a question. Does the ultimate cookie have a counterpart? How do I answer this? Only if you consider the main villain of the first two acts as a counterpart. Will Smith to left and caught out there in left field, and that retires the side. So the Dodgers only get a run, but they do get the lead. It's 2-1 after 5. But basically, if you're talking like he gives birth to another counterpart, no. But if you're talking like there's a counterpart that, like, he's born from a counterpart, maybe. I can't really reveal too much, but basically, he's not so much... How do I explain this? Because I'm probably not going to be the best way to explain this, but basically... how do I... Basically, the ultimate cookie is... Yes. I'll put it this way. He's not born by conventional means, and this entire mess that takes place in Cookie Run Kingdom is because of one Cookie's ambition to better Cookie kind. And she kind of resorts to means that lead to disaster. But not the kind of disaster you think. It can't really reveal too much since you're only just starting out, but I'll ask this. Did you complete Chapter 2? If so, do you remember the cookie you met and her name? Because you might just remember what I told you last night about that cookie. That is a beautiful skyline of Los Angeles, I won't deny. Even though I'm not a fan of the city and state it's in. Alright, let's keep going. I'm babbling so much I have to, like... You guys are having to wait on me to do stuff in Cookie Run Kingdom. Oh, hi, Madeline. There we go.
Praise godly creators.
Oh, please stop double clicking when I don't want you to. Okay, to Elite 3. We might actually lose this, but I want to see what we got.
Fellow devotees.
Oh god, yeah, I got instant deleted. Holy smokes.
You cannot pass. You cannot pass. You cannot pass.
Yeah, I think they're gonna road me to death, I think. Yeah, I'm dead here.
My faith wavered.
Okay, they actually did outdamage me with their initial attack, and we just did not survive it. Dodgers challenge, it works, so that ball becomes a strike. Yes, I'm going to say it right now, Obsidian. There's a reason she's my favorite cookie in the game. And there's a reason she's my favorite ancient in the game. She's going to be very, very, very plot important. But for the sake of not spoiling anything, you're going to have to keep going. Dubon, left center field. That drops in for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Braves. They have 2 on with nobody out. But yeah, as I said last night, she's my favorite ancient cookie for a reason. You're going to find that out in not only the Crispia parts of the Crispia arc, but also when you get to Beast Yeast. Right back up the middle. This could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. Throw to first, not in time. Oh, they're not going down. Okay, never mind. They did go down. Okay, good victory. Took a bit. Yep, that is the point. You're going to have to keep going. And again, as I said, there's a reason White Lily Cookie's my favorite ancient. Let's see. Okay, slow it, slow. Ooh, that is really close. Oh, that's what they were thinking about challenging. But it looks like he did beat it out. And so it's first and third, 1 out. Double play is still in effect, though. And if there's a good chance for them to get a double play, another cork board, because I'm going to need to write a lot. Yes, you probably are. 1-0. Oh, he swung right through that four-seamer. That was a pretty golden pitch right there, 1-1. Riley is 2 for 2 and has driven in the Braves' only run of the game to this point. Popped up. Right side of the infield. Who wants it? It's going to be the right fielder making the play. And, of course, perfect throw back to the plate keeps Harris at third. So that's a big second out for the Dodgers right there. That's going to bring up Yaz. Oh, wow. We just instant annihilated them.
All in their great design.
Geez, 10 mil damage. I actually did a lot on that one. That's fouled off, 0-1. Oh, I got something for the challenge. Oh, another 10 tickets. We're going to save that because I don't want to get over the point. I want to wait until we're out of that completely. That misses way inside. I'm surprised that Yaz didn't just take it on the wrist. All right, so, okay. This check marks to tell me we completed that, no. Ashbound Soul. Fouls that one off, 1 and 2. Back to the mines. Are they sapients? Let me remind myself what. Having great wisdom or sound judgment or having some form of self-awareness. Ah. I don't know if I can say. I mean, they're not completely clueless. I mean, there's one notable cake hound that probably proves that they are sapient. If you've met or run into in the adventure Red Velvet Cookie, right? Because he talks about a cake hound he has named Chiffin. Fouls that one off. It's the net. And the ball boy can't even get it. We'll do it again, 2 and 2. Well, this has been a really good game so far. And I think Yaz may have broken his bat. Yes, he did. So he's going to ask for a new one. Nope, not that. This. Yep. Okay. Yep. That misses full count. Okay, those have 30 minutes. Okay, let's take care of these as the... Fouls it back. We keep the at-bat going. Full count. Okay.
Are you watching me, Gramps?
All right. Let's do the rare one next. Got him. Swinging strike 3 fastball upstairs. Threat neutralized by the Dodgers yet again. There we go. So we're only halfway through, and it's 2-1 Dodgers. It's very close, but Dodgers right now have had a leg up to this point. And guess who's leading off the bottom of the 6th? It's going to be the former Brave, Freddie Freeman. Okay. These guys aren't bright, so that's how we take care of them. How many of those do we have? 4. But yeah, but basically, the guy with the candy cane arm, that's Red Velvet Cookie, and he takes care of the cake monsters. I'll answer that question this way, Obsidian. It's a good way of thinking about it. I want to believe, at least in the Cookie Run world, that the witches may not necessarily be under threat until the big baddie makes themselves known. Like, I don't know, there's not a lot that's told about what the witches are or what they are outside of the Cookie Run universe. It's mainly just that the witches are seen by the cookies as are almost revered like gods, and Freddy takes a strike on a slider at the knees. The witches, like, yes, they're kind of revered as godlike powers, or as gods, but... Ooh, swinging a drive deep center field. Harris going back, and that is gone. A solo home run for the former Brave, Freddie Freeman. Straightaway center. Number 4 on the season for the former Brave. The Dodgers take a 3-1 lead. Gosh, that was vintage Freddie Freeman right there. A beautiful swing to straightaway center as the Dodger faithful goes wild. Center cut fastball 97. And Freddie does not miss center cut fastballs like that. That was beautiful to watch leave. Beautiful and painful. Just a vintage shot from a vintage legend that keeps on growing. Okay, now to try and refocus on your question. But yes, we do know in history that witches were feared and hunted, but like in the Cookie Run universe, they don't really expand on if the witches were hunted until the big baddie in the Crispia and BC Start makes themselves known. And this big baddie wants to challenge the witches, wants to take their powers. Need a drink here.
I do not belong here.
Have you met a cookie with a smoky smell?
Okay, that two of the cookies talked. One of them was Silent Salt, and yes, I would agree. And now Andy Pa has to laugh, but he topped it. Under it is the left fielder, and that is an out. One out in the sixth. Straight to Dubon. Pa has retired. But if you're meaning, like, do they actually know that they're being hunted? I can't answer that. I would like to think maybe they were aware of it. We don't exactly know, like, what time in human time this Cookie Run universe takes place in. For all we know, it could just be, like, the Cookie Run universe exists in its own pocket dimension or something like that. It's hard to say. Popped up right field side, and Olsen can't reach it. That's a foul ball. Do I have enough to upgrade one of the mansions? Yes, I do. Okay. Well, let's go for it. Alright, so let's see. Can't think of anything else. Let's see what all the event stuff. I'm going to save that. Okay. We got that done. What's the other three? Oh, Clear Rising Fear, Void and Apathy, Mission and Fate. And then the other chapters won't unlock for another 12 days. Ooh, does he ABS that? He does. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to ABS challenge that. I mean, he had to have heard the strike call by the ump on that. Okay, good. We got the resilient. Oh my god, that looks terrible on me. Well, he did swing. It would have still been called a strike anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I figured as much. It was still going to get called a strike even if he ABS'd it. So someone else wants to try. Well, one person tries to become a god in their own right, and then the next one that we saw, Shadow Milk, tries. And he goes even further than the first. Down the third baseline, foul, and we'll do it again 2 and 2. Okay, let's see. All right. A lot of good stuff there. Okay. Do these. Oops, I didn't mean to look at that. 30 hours of the venture. 5 alliance battles. Pilot season cookie. Mine 30 ore veins. Upgrade 30 times. Craft 10 times in the mine workshop. And buy something from the metal. Okay. Probably do the 30 epic toppings thing, because I could just do that on a whim. Okay, the next two. Okay, time jumpers and 1 minute speed up. Got that one there. Call overturned. That is a strikeout. All right. Wait, there was one more? Where? Oh, right, the Arcade Arena Challenge. That's right. Just had to remember. Wait, what did I get? Achievement. Oh, 2,000 trade ships at the Trade Harbor. We hit that mark. Okay. Way outside to Tucker. Just like the Megatrons of G1 Beast Wars and Beast... Yeah, that's a good way to put it. To try and take control of everything. That's a good slider in there for a strike. 1 and 1. Okay. Do we even want to... No, we don't want to face any of these. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked. Oh, Here's a timekeeper. I don't even know if we can beat anyone with a timekeeper at this point. We'll go for it, but I know... But timekeeper's broken. Yeah, timekeeper at this point is pretty much broken. So if you've got... Like, I cannot face any timekeeper cookies. If I do, I just lose. That's way outside ball 2. Yeah, I can't not face any timekeepers. If I try, I will lose. It's just inevitable. So I have to get my own timekeeper or I'm just going to be stuck.
One step closer to the end.
Might as well go for this one. Down the line foul.
Your demise will not be in vain. I'm glad.
In a way, I think, yeah, kind of like, that's a good way to put it. Oh, yeah, excellent four-seamer away for strike 3. That retires the side, but a solo homer by Freddie Freeman makes it 3-1, heading to the top of the 7th. Okay, we've still got 3 in the arcade arena. This guy's 3,000. What? I don't think we will be able to take them on, but... Okay, this might be interesting.
Come at me if you wish to crumble.
Yes! Okay. Alright. Okay, so we can counter this team, even though they look pretty formidable. Pretty different team than what I expected, though. Let's see. Let's go after this one.
Anything for our godly creators.
There we go.
Oh, blessed be.
Yeah, you could tell by Seltzer's quotes that at the time she was pretty devoted to the St. Pastry Order. But if you get to the story of... I don't know if that part of the story is accessible, but in one of the updates, you meet Seltzer and Menthol, and it kind of shows how they not only got into the order, the St. Pastry Order, but like where it goes horribly wrong for the St. Pastry Order as well. Okay, so top 7, 3-1 Los Angeles. It's been a really good matchup. It's just the Dodgers have taken advantage of their opportunities, whereas the Braves have not. Oh, that's a strike right in there, Jarvis. Really want to get enough of these coins to where I could get 10 of the ash salt cookies, soul stones. Don't mind me just taking notes. Hey, that's fine. If you got any other questions, send them up while we keep going with both CRK and the Braves-Dodgers game. Let's see. Well, I may as well knock Guild Battle out of the way while we're here. Now, unfortunately, I will say this, Obsidian, Guild Battle and guilds themselves will not be available until you join a guild. The options will be there, but until you join a guild, you won't be able to access these areas. I can't really explain how a guild works because I basically just made my own guild and just kind of operate on my own. That's the only way I was able to get in here. Yep, there's the banners for the 2024 and 2025 World Series Champion banners. This is kind of going to get boring, unfortunately, here because I got to do that. Jarvis to left, but right at Teoscar Hernandez, and he squeezes it for out number 1. lot of hits on the button for Jarvis. I'm actually pretty impressed. It's just, it's not finding the turf. Gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to play it once before I can yeah, we're gonna see that same animation a bunch of times. It's gonna be really annoying. Also, when that animation plays, I think it does pause the game or the timer. So for some people, this might be why they turn off the animations. Okay. Yeah, 4 minutes. Wow, we actually broke the 4 bill mark. All right. And Baldwin just got a walked on 4 pitches. Question, do the cookies come to life the biological way or the magical way? It's kind of implied to be a combination of both. So, like, you have dough and life powder. I don't have the full details, but I know from what it's implied in the game that, you know, the dough itself is the biological aspect of it, while life powder and the witches are the magical part of it. So I'd basically say it's a combination of both. Yes, I could say the word yes, but I think it's more sense I actually answer the question at least in some way. Oh, did he pull it back? They're going to say he did. That's a ball. So that one got spiked into the dirt. Yeah, I think I'm going to time jump through these. Yeah, that'll work. And that should boost me up. Yeah, boost me up to Master 3. Just like that. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. I'm not exactly sure why Blueberry gets stuck in this state. I need to kind of check further into it. Because, like, she can't fire after the first 2 skills that she fires. Good fastball in. Alright. At least we got that done. Just gonna skip this through so I don't have to kind of wrestle too much with it. But yeah, you can now time jump through the guild battles now, which means I don't have to kind of just stick around if I don't have to. So does that mean the witches deliver new cookies? Yeah, the whole... I would like to think so, because it's like, you need dough, you need the witches with their magic, and you also need, well, an oven. And yes, it's implied that these ovens have magical powers to bring these cookies to life. So yeah, it's quite the doozy. And think about this. The witch, I'm not going to spoil it, but just something to think about. The witches that create the cookies also blank. I'm just going to leave it at that. Two and two on Olsen. Runner on first. 2 outs. Spiked into the dirt. Full count.
I do not expect forgiveness.
Come, rest in my embrace.
Swinging a foul again. Olsen staying alive. Oh, we lost this one.
The breath of winter. I can feel it.
Oh, I have not heard Sugar Swan say that quote. That was one of Sugar Swan's defeat quotes. The breath of winter. I can feel it. Grounded to the second base side. Jump throw to first is in time, and that retires the side in the seventh. We head to the stretch. It is 3-1 Dodgers.
Your life powder will serve me well.
Yeah, hit me with a theory, because I would love to hear it. Absolutely. Now let's go smack a black sapphire cookie.
I do not expect forgiveness.
Okay. Match for 3. Let's see. Okay, we hit 60 now. So yeah, if I see Timekeeper, I cannot fight him. Or fight them. I'll have to skip fighting them. I'm also not going to be able to handle this team, I think. Yeah, they're full level 12. I'm not beating that team anytime soon.
Come, rest in my embrace.
Fate makes no exceptions.
I will say this, if Chris Sale does go 7 here, that would be great. Even if it results in a loss, I would say if he goes 7 and gives us 3 runs or less, I think. What's his pitch count right now? Let's see. If we go to box, where is Sale at? Sale has 92. They might actually go to the pin here. He has 92, but I wouldn't mind them pushing him one more inning, and then if he gets into a jam, they pull him. I think it would make way too much sense here. Okay, let's see who has the highest number. This one. Okay, here we go.
Bright lights mustn't go out.
Oh, I got wiped. Oh no.
Watch out for the wave.
Oh.
My prayers were not enough.
Oh, poor Seltzer. I mean, here's the other thing I'll say about Cookie Run Kingdom. You're going to find your favorite cookie here in this game, whether because of personality, skill, or capability. Like, I do like Seltzer for the fact that she's so bubbly in her personality. Even in defeat, she tries to stay positive, even if it, you know, makes her sad. I mean, look at her. She's so sad right here. Okay, Dylan Lee getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Braves right now. I think that's a good call. It's likely going to be Lee, Suarez, and Iglesias probably if the Braves get into a favorable situation. 0-2 way upstairs. He missed that one badly. All right, so we lost that. We're out of tickets. I could recharge them now, but, well, you may as well. Get us all the way back to full. Oh, I forgot. You got to hit the arcade arena button to go back to it. Okay, let's see.
Go big or go home.
Okay, Rojas grounded out. If I lost Star Coral. There we go. Okay.
Ours is the side of the righteous.
I'm hoping that that he does find out that someone does care, because actually there is one cookie that tries to reach out to him, but he keeps knocking him away. You haven't seen the cookie yet, but you will see him soon. Going there. Muncie to left. And what a play, Dubon, able to correct himself and make a small leap for the out. It's been a good game so far. Good play, Dubon. 1 out. Only 2 outs. Sale trying to get through 7. First pitch is a strike. Good changeup in.
Depends on if the Braves pull out another year card or pull out.
Okay. Swinging a foul. 0-2. I would love to see. Come on. Get one more strike here, Sale. You could say it didn't work out, but hey, you got 7. Going. Okay, 102 pitch of the game is swung on, driven to right, but right at Yastrzemski. And Sale is through 7 innings, only allowing 3 runs. So I think that is going to be Sale's final line there. 7 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. 5 hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts on 103 pitches, or 102 pitches. That honestly is a really good result. If I'm Chris Sale, no reason to hang your head. That is 3 runs or less in 7 innings. I'll gladly take that any day of the week, because 3 runs or less, that's a good chance for you to win that ball game. Really good result from Chris Sale tonight. That's fantastic to see.
Anything for our godly creators.
Oh, it's the entire... Oh, wow, okay. I did not expect that. Oh, we actually won. I thought we were losing that. But Shige and Financier held their ground. That was very surprising. Wow. We will see. We will certainly see, Obsidian, because there's going to be a lot. We are at Elite 1. We are so close to Grandmaster. Oh, it would be really nice to at least make GM3 on this event.
I shall purify these tainted doughs.
Oh, complete annihilation. Good lord.
A victory for the just.
I didn't mean to beat them that badly. Down the right field line, fair into the corner, and wow, what a throw back in. Harris has to hit the brakes hard at first and flail his arms, but Harris is aboard with a leadoff single in the 8th. I cannot speak right now.
Oh, blessed be this battle.
No, I lost mental. That's not good. But their mental's alive. I think we lose. Yeah, we lose because their mental survived. Ours didn't. Never mind. What happened there?
A victory for the just.
We should have lost. What? No, seriously, we should have lost that. We lost our menthol. Okay, I might have to go back and see this later after the stream. I'm pretty sure we should have lost that fight. I am shocked, I tell you. Wait, this is a 3-2er.
Oh, blessed be this battle!
Oh, we lost everybody. Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, I don't hear it.
That was Star Coral's quote, and yeah, it hurts when she loses too. Again, Star Coral's one of my favorite is one of the 2 favorite epics I have in this game. Mainly just because her support's really good, but right now I can't get her to fire quickly, and so we're getting so in that match we kind of got destroyed before we could deploy. I'm probably gonna have to avoid continuing right now. Oh, here's the shop. Okay, let's see what the arcade report has to say. Yeah, I have 5 of these cookies already in here, which is Financier, Menthol, Seltzer, Jigay, and Star Coral. Brock Stewart is in for the Dodgers. We only just got a single. Why did it go back to their pin so early? Missed outside. Okay, what else do we want to do? I can't really, well, I need to do this quickly. I think that was a swing and a foul. So 1-1 on Dubon. Let me see about the town square then. Oh, what quest did we complete? Oh, the Balloon Expedition one. Okay. What else do we have? Stage 1130. Okay. Wait, which mission? 1130 regular. Okay. Let's actually go ahead and do that quickly before we come back to the town square. Shadow Milk Cookie truly reminds me of Pyre tonight. Pyre is hiding something. Two characters that either both or one wronged him. 1-0 to Dom Smith is up and away. Okay, well, let's head for 1130 in Crispia then. I think that was on story difficulty too, because it didn't mention yes, okay, so basically gotta beat this boss up. Okay, you also get to see some other cookies. Go Milky Way. Train. Yes, she uses a train. Ow. Just throw the entire, throw the entire bus at a plant.
One thing off my to-do list.
And Dom Smith works a walk. So now first and second with one out, the Braves have an opportunity to do some damage again. Okay, Mateo takes over for running duties. And, of course, it's going to be Austin Riley at the plate, who has been very ice-cold in clutch situations so far for the Braves this season. Okay, so now I should be able to go back to the town square. And run this in. Okay. Should not have any other missions at this point. We do not. Okay. Wait, did I? Yeah, I already did do that. Okay. Where's the... Is it closed? Break time at the arcade. Please come back later. Okay, we can't do that right now. Perro cares about a few people. His team and killing his friend. 2-1 now. Upstairs fastball again. Okay, what are the other two? Oh, the arena tier. Wait, we climbed 2 tiers without even doing it? Or... Huh. Alright. This might be a risk, but let's go. Okay, good.
Such strength in a single feather.
So 2 and 2 on Riley. Yeah, if I thought so. They tried to go with that sweeper away that he always swings at. Riley this time does not bite. It's a full count. They might try and go back to it again. I would not be surprised if they do. I think we lose. No, we win. Okay, cool.
Such strength in a single feather.
Nope, blows it by him with a fastball. That's a big second out. And once again, Riley cannot get through in that clutch situation. I think he was looking for another breaker. Instead, he got speeded. He got sped up on it. He wanted a breaker so bad, but pitcher knows what to do. But Stewart knows what to do right there. Give him his best gas, and he let him have it. So it'll be up to Yaz again. Yaz takes a strike upstairs, 0-1. Though that one missed. No ABS challenge, however. Braves have 2. They could have used it there. That's spiked into the dirt.
Fellow devotees.
Okay, so basically they fire so fast. So that's why the Zest team is beating us.
Suffering is a testament of my devotion.
They could fire quickly, whereas my team has to build to the critical strike. That's why I'm getting beat by the Zest team. Okay, that's bad. I basically hit a brick wall at the Grandmaster rank with teams running the Zesters.
It's my time to shine.
To the right side, but Freeman had it played perfectly. Stewart, he feeds to Stewart, and yet again, another threat by the Braves is neutralized. out of this one too. So my team's now getting beaten by the draw.
Still have much to learn.
Well, both the draw and the damage output being insufficient for the kill. This is not good. So I've actually hit a brick wall. I need to take a look at this Zest team. Let's see. So I think it was, let's see. It was lime,
I win. You're buying jellies for orange cookie.
grapefruit,
Don't you forget that.
and lemon,
Prepare to get zapped.
as well as orange.
Game on.
And then they also deployed, I think it was either smoked cheese or burnt cheese or both.
Rise, my faithful jackals.
But I know burnt cheese, he's a tank, an absolute tank. Really good one too. Actually, why do you have that? I can actually give you higher crit resist with one of these. That more than almost doubles his entire crit resist. Yeah, almost 30 now. There you go. I mean, you just gave them attack and crit. Okay. I don't know how we run these guys, but I'm going to look into that a little further. But I think I'm going to stop there with the arcade arena. He's done a similar thing to Shadow Milk. He's destroyed an entire universe in an injured and weakened state. Jeez. What else is there to show? Because we've basically done, that's a drive to right, but it doesn't get far enough. Otani gives it a ride, but he's out number 1 on just 1 pitch from Aaron Bummer. Bummer has been quite maligned by Braves fans. His ERA is over 5 in 16 games. His K rate's under 20%. And both lefties and righties are hitting a combined 290 against him. Way upstairs to Will Smith there. I think the only thing I can show is probably the Rhythm Workshop. But again, I think the arcade is out of commission right now. Will Smith to center. Harris is right under it. Heck, he doesn't even have to move much. He just waltzes around, hangs under the baseball, and makes the catch. That's out number 2. Would be really good to see Bummer get a really quick inning here without much trouble. And of course, it brings up Freddie Freeman, who hit a solo homer in the 6th. Let's see what the legend of number 5 can do in another at-bat. Alright, so let's see, what else? Oh, you know what? The mine is probably going off because the ore veins have been mined. Yep, I called it. Swinging a foul by Freeman, 1-1. That is a lot of epic. Swinging another foul to make it 2-2. Yeah, he's going to spit on that pitch all the time. He's not swinging at that curve. It's a full count on Freddie Freeman. Swinging a high drive left center. Harris, though, just before the warning track, makes the catch, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Bummer. How about that? But the Braves are running out of time. They're down to 3 outs. Yeah, Bummer gets through the 8th on just 9 pitches. 3 outs left for the Braves. They're down by 2. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. That takes care of all of that. Break time deployments are going. Actually, okay. Pyra likely has a person who is doing the same thing as the one Shadowmilk turns away. I think he's afraid of getting affection from love and not getting attention from hate. That could be a good way to put it. I mean, Shadowmilk himself thrives on causing chaos for the attention, so when he's denied that, it does annoy him. All right, so here we are. We're heading to the top of the 9th inning. Braves need 2 runs. Dodgers need 3 outs. Okay, Timekeeper Cookie, we're going to stay away from that fight. And it's up to Tanner Scott for the Dodgers.
One step closer to the end. Fate makes no exceptions. I do not expect forgiveness.
First pitch from Scott to I think it's Jarvis. Let me remember. No, Kyle Farmer. Okay, Kyle Farmer is going to be pinch hitting here. All right. And he's down already 0-1 on the count. And he's now down 0-2 as he cuts and misses at a slider at the knees. Timekeeper. If I see Timekeeper, I have to stay away. Okay, maybe not this one. And on 3 pitches, Farmer goes down. 2 outs to go for the Dodgers. Swing and a foul by Baldwin. Oh yeah, let's go beat these guys.
Destiny has borne fruit.
Yeah, go take on these.
Order fulfilled.
Sliced foul again, 0-2. Oh. Have to do it. Love these two. Legendary, Ancient, and Beast. Slap the other way again, foul by Baldwin.
Was that all?
No. Timekeeper again. Only other thing I can think of doing is doing the Gasha, but I do want to see if this game will conclude. Baldwin right to the third baseman, Muncie, who was positioned perfectly. 2 down, 1 to go. Wait, did that team have a black sapphire? Was I seeing stuff? What is this team? I may as well take my shot, see what happens. Alright.
Your demise will not be in vain.
And it's now going to be up to Ozzy to find some way to continue this game. That's right at the knees for a strike. You know what? I forgot to apply the new watch. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. Shattered his bat to third, picked up by Muncie. No, it's ruled foul. Goodness grief, Albee's bat just exploded. But he's now down to his final strike. Pyra, even though he hides it, wants to be loved. He gets jealous when someone talks to the people he cares about. I didn't know about that, huh? But like with Shadow Milk, he doesn't really have anyone he cares about. Or if he does, it's mainly whoever he can exploit. 1-2 pitch. Ozzy, a can of corn. First base side. Fittingly, Freddie Freeman. He's got it, and that's your ball game. Dodgers take game 1 of this series by a final of 3-1. We will take a look at those at the box score shortly, but for now, I don't think there's anything else I can really do apart from maybe the Gasha, because we have another 8,000 of these cogs to work with. So Braves dropped the first game of this set. They're now on a 2-game losing streak. They have lost 3 of their last 4. Not the way I would have hoped for the Braves to have started the series in. But yeah, that solo homer by Freddie was pretty much the tombstone pile driver for it. Ooh, okay. We're halfway there now. Okay. Macaroon. Yep. Going again. Maybe I can end this stream on a positive note if we can by getting Timekeeper, but no guarantees at this point. I think at this point I've done all I can for tonight, for at least the Cookie Run Kingdom part. Once we finish the Gasha, I think we'll take a look at the final. Yes, he does. In fact, he has 2. Candy Apple Cookie and Black Sapphire Cookie. Consider Candy Apple basically the Harley Quinn for Shadow Milk, and Black Sapphire like his like corrupt Nightwing or something like that, or like how Justin Todd was like Arkham Knight in Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Also, you could say that Jarvis error also led to a run, which cost the Braves. But I mean, for me, I don't think there's any reason for Sale to be upset at how he went out. I mean, 7 strong innings, 3 runs or less. There were some good highlights. Jim Jarvis's diving catch, that was absolutely amazing. But the Dodgers had the stronger willpower, and in the end, The Braves have now lost 7 straight to these villainous juggernauts of California. Does he care about them or not? I think it's implied that he does, but he's not, like, obsessed over them. Like, you know, like, he does care for them, but it's hard to really describe. Did we get... No, we didn't. Okay. Alright. Still kind of over at this point. No dice there either. Yeah, I'm still not getting lucky. Yeah, just my luck. My friends get Timekeeper really quickly, but I'm left in the hole. I wouldn't be surprised at this point if I get to like 125 rolls on someone on a featured gacha and I'm not getting any luck. I'm just going to assume I'm going to have to hit 250. Golden Osmanthus. Yeah, if I hit 125 and I haven't rolled her once, I'm just going to assume I'm going to have to reach 250 before I finally get her. I'm pretty certain. Now, I'm going to wait till I hit 100 on the other gashas before I use them. But I am going to do another 100 rolls on Ash Salt. This game on my computer soon. Yeah, I think you could do it through Android emulators, or how I do it is through Google Play Games. Okay. Oh, now you finally give me one of those. Twizzly got me. Actually, the TBD also considers her a time criminal as well. It's just we don't really get much explanation on it. At least in Kingdom. Funny thing is, I usually play Cookie Run Kingdom. I used to play Cookie Run Kingdom on my iPhone. I have an iPhone 13 mini, and now the game only lasts 5 minutes before it crashes, just because I don't know if it's just because of my phone's battery health, because it's down to like almost 70% battery health, and I've heard from most people that if it ever drops below 70, you need to replace the battery. Space Donut. Well, at least, if you're paying attention, Obsidian, you get to at least see some of the cookies, like epic-wise, that you could get. Yes, there's a donut in this game instead of a cookie. And yeah, this donut's pretty unique. Honestly, nothing to be ashamed of if I'm Chris Sale. You went out there, gave us 7 really good innings, 3 runs. I mean, I can't ask for much more from Chris Sale, what he did tonight. If anything, he just bought us our bullpen more time to get guys rested and up. Okay, I need to get 11 more of those because I really want to get Silent Salt to the next promotion. Soul Prisms are my favorite ancient, even though we already have them, which is fine. I mean, that's more legendary pieces for me. And then again, Google Play Games. I think you can download it. Was it the Google Store? No, I just downloaded it off of my browser. It's a free download. Yeah. For any phone crashes after about 20-ish minutes or so. Yeah, it seems about right. Okay, 9 to go for Silent Salt. I think if I had to make a theory right now on Ash Salt while we work on the Gasha here, I think what his plan is to keep Ash Salt guessing about her past until it's far too late for her to turn around. I realized that Shadow Milk was responsible for everything and why she couldn't remember anything. And then eventually, by the time she tries to betray him, he's already too powerful for her to deal with. Okay, I got more Soul Prisms for Pure Vanilla. Consider this basically Pure Vanilla's awakening. You know what? Unfortunately, Obsidian, I just spoiled you. This is one of the ancients you're gonna meet at some point. And this is his awakened form, known as his compassionate form. And yeah, I already have him max awakened and max ascended. So I can't promote him, and anytime I roll him, I basically get 20 legendary essences. The benefits of pay to win in some games, unfortunately. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I'm actually always glad to roll an ancient. It just didn't intend to roll him while he was doing anything. Ah, welcome, Kitty Queen. I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you either just arrived or were watching in the background, appreciate you being here. And unfortunately, we're closing in on the end of the stream. We will get to the final for Braves Dodgers game. I do too. I've been playing it since 2023, and I've been usually making it a habit of playing it almost every day. More of Pure Vanilla Cookie Soul Prisms. Now, if you do roll Soul Prisms, awakening promotions can be count as promotions of their own. as I said, I'm going to do about 100 of these. I think once we reach 88, I will stop. Yeah, Michael Harris had a fantastic night tonight, which is great to see. 4 for 4, singled 4 times, scored the only run for the Braves, giving the Braves plenty of opportunities. That's really good to see from Money Mike, who had a very rough year last year, and now he's, I wouldn't say El Fuego, but he is on doing really good this year, and that's really good to see. Yeah, the K-Pop Demon Hunters update was actually pretty good, I will admit. Unfortunately, the story that was in the side stories is no longer accessible. It was for that update only, which makes me kind of a little sad. I like that story, but I kind of wish they at least kept it there. Maybe make it so that, like, that's the only way you get, like, the cookie if you want to get it after their update. Because you can't get the K-Pop Demon Hunters cookies now that that update's passed. It's kind of like the Sonic update where once the event ended, you couldn't get those cookies anymore. Kind of sucks. I mean, I get why they do it like that. It's just, it's kind of not the way I'd do it for a game. Then again, I think they don't want people to suddenly think like, oh, these cookies, like, I don't have them, I can't collect them all. Like, no, they're special cookies. You can only get them during that specific period. But yeah, the K-Pop Demon Hunters collab was surprisingly good. Like, at least a good distraction after, well, the final chapter of Beast Juice, obviously. No, seriously, that catch by Jim Jarvis, that was amazing. I mean, he was responsible for letting one run come through, but I'm really happy to see Jim Jarvis in the major leagues. Because I saw him play for the Erie Seawolves, and he looked really good. I'm hoping he can be, maybe, if Dubon and Husung Kim don't work out, he could be the shortstop of the future for the Braves. Good thing I have the Huntrix cookies before. Oh, absolutely. I actually got 2 of the 3 Huntrix cookies to 5-star promoted before the event ended. I probably could have gotten them to Ascended status, but it would have been, I would have had to pay for it. Koigamon. Okay, if you're talking about the Saja boys, I only got like 2 of them. I only got like 2 of them, and I didn't bother to go after the others. My rolls with them were just really bad. Okay, 2 more rolls, and then I think we'll be about done here. Because we are, how far are we into the stream now? 3 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, not as long as last night's stream, but still pretty long. I'm actually glad we were able to make it through the whole Braves-Dodgers game, actually. Frost Queen, okay. Well, 29 notes. Actually, funny enough about Frost Queen, she used to be, like, super busted, from what I heard in the arena, but now she's basically a glass cannon. Like, her attack is very powerful, but she does not tank. She just gets absolutely decimated. She's basically an ambush cookie that's in the magic category. I am going to, if I see those kinds of links, that's an instant block. All right. One more. But yeah, while I got got like 3 the boys' costumes, which I'm fine with. 0 of the Huntrix costumes, but I was like more worried about getting the cookies. They were Yeah, I still like the costumes. I ended up getting all 3. Well, that's also because I have like almost 250,000 rainbow cubes. It's not even funny. I'll give it one more roll. Okachin. Okay. One of the 5 girls from Bites. Oh, by the way, I also got to get her promoted to 5-star. I probably should do that. Definitely. Okay, let's see. Playing the arena 72 times. That actually gets us to 25 arena tickets. All right. The other 2. All right. That's good. I don't think there's anything else other than the Cookie Alliance, but I don't want to drag this stream out much longer. Let's see. Okay. Let's do this one first. Yeah,
One step closer
Black
to the
Sapphire's, I think Black Sapphire's voice actor is also really popular in the Cookie Run Kingdom community. Like, they really like him a lot. I don't blame them. Like, I think it's kind of funny how
Your demise will not
3 of the 3 that make up the Shadow Milk trio are considered like really popular voice actors in the Cookie Run community.
Destiny has borne fruit.
I did not know that. I didn't even know Cut the Rope had an animated series. Since when? Okay, that takes care of that.
Is it time for another adventure?
There we go, okay. Back when Cut the Rope was first introduced, they made an anime series and they had the VA of Black Sapphire. And that's what made him so popular. I believe Kenny Apple VA is not very popular, but she has voiced in like anime. I see, okay. See, does that get us a promotion? Well, it gets us back to Elite 1, but I'm basically at the Elite wall again. Alright, I think that's gonna have to do it for our side. Because I can't think of anything else to do, except maybe the Alliance, but I could do that in the background. think that's going to do it, because I can't think of anything else we can do at this point. We've completed the story arcs, the main story arc of the Timeline of Fate to Act 1. We've done all the arena stuff. We've done everything except Town Square and the Alliance. And the Gasha rolls aren't bearing us much fruit. She is cute, but the voice, like her voice actor does really good with her, but it's like, we've seen the obsessive girl trope a bit too much. Okay, let me close out of this, because I'm pretty much done all I can in Cookie Run. So let me go ahead and get some audio up. What audio should I play? Yeah, that's kind of what I think they meant to imply. Yeah, I think that's what they were meaning to imply. All right, so now that we're done with Cookie Run Kingdom for tonight, let's go over the final from here. Let's see if I can bring this to bear. Give me a second here. I might have to make a new overlay for this, because we're technically at the end of the stream, but I do want to get this repositioned. So let's do that quickly. So the game just went final. Final score from Dodger Stadium. If I can get this. Oh god, this is terrible. Can't even get it resized correctly. Alright, there we go. Okay. Final score from Dodger Stadium. Braves fall to the Dodgers 3-1. Pretty much the story of the game was missed opportunities by the Braves. 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position is not going to win you games. I'm sorry, it does not happen. Dodgers were 1 for 5, but they took advantage of their opportunities. Harris had 4 hits. Dubon had 1. Dominic Smith had 1. Riley was 2 for 4, but he was getting out in the worst possible way. Just not a good game for the Braves offensively. Chris Sale goes 7 innings, allows just 3 runs on 5 hits, walks nobody. Like, I can't ask for much more out of Chris Sale. I mean, you go 7 innings, you allow just 3 runs. But the Dodgers bullpen shuts the Braves down completely. And that's the difference there. Braves just couldn't break through when it mattered, and it cost them a game in this series. This to me, I said the first game was going to be very telling for the Braves. If this was going to be a really good series, it just feels like a game where you're kind of going as a Braves fan. Here we go again. The team can't score when it matters. This is a big series with a big team that's won World Series, back-to-back World Series. We're trying to prove that the Dodgers are not invulnerable. They're not this invulnerable juggernaut. They can be competed against, and your offense completely fizzles. Nope, can't score when it matters. And so I feel like for the Dodgers, now you got the opportunity to press the advantage tomorrow. Going to be a really exciting matchup. Tomorrow we've got Blake Snell for the Dodgers. He's coming back. I believe he was on the IL. I don't remember what he was on the IL for. Let me see. Snell was on the IL for left shoulder fatigue. They're going to be really happy to get him back. Snell last year, 5-4 with the Dodgers, but he only had like 11 games started. And then opposing him will be the stash striker, Spencer Strider. He's going to make his first start of the season after suffering a oblique muscle strain towards the end of spring training. I'm really excited to see what Strider could do, but he's also coming off an outing against Colorado where he really was not good. He only went 3 1/3. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, and he also walked 5. That's not what you want to do. Walking 5 is not a recipe for success. Just if you're the Dodgers, you've got a good opportunity to press the advantage tomorrow night. That game is actually going to start a little bit earlier than I expected. I thought it was going to be a 10:15 start. It's going to be 9:10 Eastern, 6:10 Pacific on Sportsnet LA and Braves Vision. I don't know if I will stream tomorrow night. We've completed the Chapter 2 arc. And there's really not much reason to stream again for CRK unless we just want to get all the other stuff sorted out, because really I don't think there's any reason to keep going with the story until episode 2 opens up of the Timeline of Fate, and that's 12 days away, so we're going to be waiting quite a bit on this part. Hey Tom, good to see you tonight. Unfortunately, we've just reached the end of the stream. The Braves game has gone final. They've lost 3-1, and we finished up with the episode 1. So we're waiting for episode 2, 12 days away. We can talk more about it. Yeah, we already finished episode 1. We really didn't have much left to go. But, yeah. Just a disappointing loss. Really, Braves had a lot of opportunities, squandered them all. And I know the fingers are going to start pointing at Austin Riley because 2 of those opportunities were with Riley at the plate, and he squandered both of them. He started the game 2 for 2 and then just fizzled out at the end when it mattered most. So, just has that feeling of here we go again. Can't figure out ourselves, and now we just gave the Dodgers ample momentum for the rest of the series. And unfortunately, that is going to do it for me tonight. How far have we gotten through this stream? About 3.5 hours. Well, it's been a good 3.5 hours to all those who stayed for either the Cookie Run Kingdom content or watching a man ramble about the Braves as much as he could. I appreciate those who stopped in. It's been a really good stream. Really wish it ended with a Braves win, but can't have everything sometimes. So, again, final score from LA: Atlanta 1, Los Angeles 3. And that's gonna do it. Appreciate everyone that stopped by. For those who watched the stream afterwards, leave a like if you liked this stream, dislike it if you disliked it. Leave a comment and feedback in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. This is SoundFX09 signing out.